Yes, gang, it's right. That's right. It's Poppy's other workshop.
Shut up.
Hey gang, Poppy here. As you can see, I'm in the computer room. And that dog that wants to die won't shut up. Anyway, I probably told you that my cat, Runt, had babies. She's got 4 beautiful, almost 6-week-old, all over the place. Little darlings. There's a white, I call it Elvis. Yeah, that's right, Elvis. There's a black one. I figure anthracite. Recycle that name. We had a black cat named Anthracite, and Anthracite disappeared. Long around Halloween. We don't know. Anyway. Okay, Elvis, Anthracite, and there are a couple of tuxedos. I call one Tennessee. That's an old cartoon show from the 1960s. Early 1960s. Well, early to mid, you know. Okay, I watched the latest episode of Strange New Worlds. And I believe they got lazy in their writing. People are talking about, well, you know, it's an episode where they show why Spock and Kirk are such lovers. Ooh. No. It's Spock and McCoy. Now, there's a married couple. Always sniping at each other. I mean, just like a married couple. Anyway, is that you, Christy?
I'm in the kitchen.
Making that shh,
Yeah,
no?
I'm trying to get him to shut up.
Oh, well, give up. The only way to shut that dog up is...
Great, now plug the poncho cord in.
I got an idea. Open the front door, let him go outside. Explore the outside world. Anyway, they got lazy in the writing for Strange New Worlds in this episode. They had that one idea, show the progression of the relationship, Kirk and Spock, right? And they filled in to make the time necessary to fill the slot with elements of old Star Trek shows. I mean, there's a Journey to Babel flavor there, and there's a Elena Troyes bit. As for everyone getting stoned, that planet with the radiation that killed everything, and if you got sprayed by the spores of this plant, it wouldn't kill you, but you're not very useful. You know, anyway, they're getting lazy in the writing. people are talking about they got to show us, till Kirk takes over the Enterprise. They need to show Pike goes to Talos 4. 3-episode arc. Plenty of time for him and Dr. What's her name? We saw her as a human and Orion and explore Pike and the deformed in the crash. Yeah, that one. Maybe show some of what happens after he goes back. I'd be interested in seeing what their kids look like. Anyway, there's that. I stopped watching Skinwalker Ranch. I come to the conclusion it's crap and very cheaply and sloppily produced crap. So, I'm waiting for Oak Island, the next season of Oak Island. I know that's crap too, but at least they spend a little bit of time. And as for Blind Frog, it seems to have disappeared. Blind Frog gone bye-bye. They weren't making the money for that show, so goodbye. Oh yeah. You think that's real? Really? No, that's documentary style. Not a real documentary. It's just using that style to tell a story and make a few shekels. My landlord's having trouble getting the fence in front of our house and a piece on the side, piece on the side of the next house, and their front portion of the fence replaced. One insurance company says, screw you. The other one says, well, you have to spend $3,600. You know, it's not that big a estimate. I told my landlord, get a bunch of estimates till you got 3 really high ones, but then he'd still have to pay the $3,600 and would be left like $150 for the insurance company. Yeah, they're all Ponzi schemes. Insurance is Ponzi. Yeah. One moment. Beer. This cup with the handle keeps it real cold for a long time. So I can just pour that quart in it, cap it up, and it's here for a long time. Long time. I was watching Mother Jumper. That's the female jumping spider who lives in my window here. Earlier today, got a couple of stills of her. I'm gonna check and see if they came out so you can see anything other than a blur. By the time I got the camera moded over to video, she'd gone into hiding. I saw her about an hour later. She's peekaboo, peekaboo. I noticed that the palps are always going. Those furry, feathery palps. I don't know what that is, but I can usually tell when one of the jumpers is eyeballing me with all 8 of them, especially those 2 in front. They're so important for jump, munch. I've watched them hunting. They'll sneak up right under dinner's nose and choop. One day I watched Mother grab a big ass blue bottle. I mean, it was easily twice her size from mouth to the other end of the alimentary canal. And she did. I saw her dragging it away towards her hidey hole. Didn't see her for 4 days. And boy, did she look fat. It's hot. It is Northern California hot. And the whole West, basically. I mean, there's fires in Utah, Washington, Oregon. I think there's something in Idaho, and of course, California. I think California state songs should be "I'll be burning soon, ooh, darling, ooh." Oh, it gets worse. I could recite some poetry. Okay, showed you the piece of the wheel from the car. Oh, yeah, and the landlord, having trouble getting the fences fixed. Insurance companies say fungool, and the police aren't given any information. I had to tell them that the silver car with the Hispanic man was the one that coming this way. The blue car with the 2 Hispanic ladies in spun at 180 degrees up against the fence over that way. The silver car goes along my front fence, over the short piece of side fence between the front and the gate, through my next door neighbors over here, my next door neighbor's side fence, and took out the front fence like 75%, and made largely unusable the other 25% of the front fence. And landlord said the police aren't doing their job. I figured it out that way when the accident happened. They let the guy go home. Accident, excessive speed, 2 injuries, major private property destruction. They let him go home. They let him go home. They let him go home. And now they don't want to tell the guy who owns the 2 fences anything about him. Yeah. Sutton is rotten in the state of flake. Earlier today, I was watching Geek84, and Mike was talking about how the hot plates in his fume hood get corroded to death by the acid fumes in the fume hood. Someone tell Mike to watch this video. Mike, instead of using those hot plates, you know, the heating pads for old arthritic people, and they're heat sealed all the way around in that heavy vinyl, so that if grandma's attends leaks in the middle of the night, she doesn't get electrocuted. Put a couple of them down. They got 3 levels of heat, right? Low, medium, high. I bet you those won't corrode from the acid fumes. It may not be as hot as you want, but on the other side, they won't be getting so hot so fast that you get boilovers. Yeah. Oh, and the fumes coming out. Next time you need to replace fans and all that, you take one of them. Someone kill that dog. You take one of them big Rubbermaid totes and you fill it like 3/4 of the way with water, and you dump in a bunch of baking soda. Okay. So that your fumes coming out your tailpipe from your fume hood go into it, and the fumes bubble up through the baking soda wah-wah mixture. Now, the reason I said when you replace your fan, what you want is an old Kirby vacuum cleaner. Yes. It's the beer. Okay. Plus, it's hot, man. My wetware is drying out. That's why I gotta keep rehydrating. Anyway, you take the motor and the power cord, hose if you want. And what you do, you 3D print an eductor. Some people want to call it a Venturi pump. That high volume, low pressure air coming off the vacuum cleaner goes in, creates a partial vacuum here, sucking the fumes out of. And of course you run your eductor to the tub full of water and baking soda. The Kirby vacuum cleaner should last many, many years. I mean, you see them in the thrift shops. They work and all that, and they're a 1929 vintage. That's when they started the company, 1929. Scott and Fetzler. Yeah. Anyway, the accessories, common accessories for Kirby is a paint gun. Low pressure, high volume. Beautiful for spraying the inside of a little bungalow. Have someone watching you from outside so when you pass out and come and drag you. Anyway, suggestion there, Mike. Suggestion. Well, that's just about it. I don't have anything scripted. There's not a hell of a lot going on. Oh, last video I shot Thursday night, and it took me till Sunday evening to finally get it to upload. The problem was while I was transferring it off of this computer right here onto flash drive, the auxiliary work surface right here in front of me dumped the computer on the floor. I mean, I wasn't even in the room. I was in the kitchen making some coffee. Now, always be really, really, really fastidious in keeping your raw footage until after successful upload. And while we're at it, screw GoPro. You're looking at me through an HD 4K HD webcam. It plugs right into my USB port. Software on this computer, recording what I say to you right now. And of course I've got my editing. There is no editing. Record or record not. Anyway, the program I use for making up the video and transcribing it to the YouTube 1080 quality for you. I want you to be able to see my shining face. Ah, bring it here. Bring Elvis here. Say hi, Elvis. Meow. Oh.
No, Runt's right here. He's looking at you.
Like I said, Elvis.
Runt's watching you.
And Mom is right here. I mean, Mom knows I'm not going to hurt Elvis.
Look, another one wandered in here.
Ah, the kittens are coming in. Well, they were born in the computer room. It was just like 3 days ago, took the plywood out of the computer room door because Runt had pulled the babies and jumped over the plywood and had them in our bedroom. Meow.
Lucky you, Smokey had hers on my bed.
Okay, I'll put you back on the floor, Elvis. You heard that. Any other name for that cat but Elvis? Really? And here are 2 siblings. Anthracite and Tennessee. Well, I think I've wasted enough of your time for one video. Good night from California. Good night from California. Don't get burned up, heat stroked, or drowned, washed away in a flood. Good night.